Myself Prayag Patel, working as assistant professor in IT/ICT department of LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now in today's video lecture, I will discuss about the multiplying large integer problem algorithms and analysis of multiplying large integer problem. In our previous video lecture, we already discussed the example of the multiplying large integer problem. Multiplying large integer problem means you have a two large integer and you want to multiply these two number. Then how we can multiply, we already discussed in the example. Now consider the algorithm for the multiplying large integer problem and also consider the analysis in today's video lecture. Now first consider the algorithm of the multiplying large integer problem. First step is big integer multiply big integer A, big integer B. So here name of the algorithm consider as a multiply. Now two arguments are there. First one is big integer A and second one is big integer B. So here integer A and B consider as a two number. So first number consider as a number A and second number consider as a number B. So here A and B as a given number. Now next step is integer n equal to maximum of number of digits in A and number of digits in B. So what is the variable n? Variable n define the maximum number of the given two numbers. So for example, first number A length equal to 3 digit and second number B length equal to 4 digit. Then find the maximum length out of the two number A and B and store the result into the integer n. So n store the length of or maximum length of the given two numbers. So n consider as a length. Now next consider if n equal to 1 means both the number consider as a one digit number. Then consider the n equal to 1. So if n equal to 1, then you can directly multiply these two numbers, because here for multiplying large integer problem you can use the divide and conquer strategy. So you can divide the problem into sub problem and then solve the sub problems. But your problem is already small problem, then no need to divide this problem into smaller sub problems. That's why if n equal to already 1, then you directly multiply these two numbers. So return a dot integer value multiply b dot integer value means a and b directly multiply if n equal to single digit. So consider that. Now else part, consider the else part as our equation of the multiplying large integer problem, which one already discussed in our previous video lecture. Now first big integer a0 equal to bottom n by 2 digits of a. Now in equation of the multiplying large integer problem, first equation or first step is divide the problem into smaller subproblem. So given number is number a, then divide the number a into these two subproblems a0 and a1. Second number is b, then b number can be divided into b0 and b1. So what is the a0? A0 means n by 2, last n by 2 digits of number a. So here bottom n by 2 digit of number a. Now what is the a1? Top remaining digit of a means n by 2 digit, bottom n by 2 digit as a a0 and top n by 2 digit as a a1. Now what is the b0 and what is the b1? So next one is consider as a b0. So big integer b0 equal to bottom n by 2 digit of number b. So last n by 2 digit of number b. Then next consider as a big integer b1. b1 means top remaining digit of number b. So here b0, b1, a0 and a1 is already defined. Now next step is your equation is like a0, b0, c0. Like find the value of the a0, b0, then a1, b1, then c0, c1 and c2. And finally you will get the value of the c. So next step is find the value of c2. What is the equation of c2? c2 means a1 multiply b1, consider as a c2. So next variable is big integer c2 equal to multiply a1 b1 means a1 multiply with b1 and answer consider as a c1. Now next is C0. What is C0 equation? C0 equal to A0 into B0, means big integer C0 equal to multiply A0 B0. Now next value is variable x. Here consider the big integer x equal to multiply A1 plus A0 B1 plus B0, means simply we can say that for find the C1 value, you first find the value of x, and value of x consider as a A1 plus A0 into B1 plus B0. So find the value of x. After finding the value of x, you finally find the answer of the variable c. So what is the equation of c? C equal to C2 10 raised to n plus C1 10 raised to n by 2 plus C0. So according to this equation, here consider return C2 into power 10n, means 10 raised to n, then plus x minus C2 minus C0. What is the value of x? X means A1 plus A0 into B1 plus B0 minus C2 plus C0. This is the equation for C1. So here x minus C2 minus C0 is a final step of your second term. Now multiply this term with the power of n by 10 raised to n by 2. So power 10 n by 2 plus C0. So this is a final step of the algorithm of multiplying large integer problem. So according to this algorithm, you can divide the problem into subproblem and then subproblem can solve recursively. This process will be done recursively for n number of times, because here consider the n as a total number of digits. So n divided by 2, n divided by 2, this process will be done until the n equal to 1. So according to this, you can multiply the large integer problem. Now next consider the analysis part of the multiplying large integer problem. For analysis purpose, we first understand the method how multiplying large integer problem will work. In multiplying large integer problem, there are three multiplication operation of one digit number. So here consider the equation of the multiplying large integer problem. First equation is C2 equal to A1 into B1. So in this case, A1 and B1 consider as a single digit number. So in C2, we multiply two number as a one digit number. So first multiplication of one digit number. Now second equation is C0 equal to A0 multiply B0. In this case also one multiplication of the one digit number. Now consider the third term as a C1. In C1 term, we first multiply A1 plus A0 with the B1 plus B0. So in this third equation, there are another one multiplication, and these three multiplication consider as a one digit multiplication. So in this algorithm, you can multiply the three one digit numbers. So C2, C1 and C0. In each case, we consider the one digit numbers one multiplication for each. So total three multiplication operation of one digit number can be performed. There is a case of two digit multiplication. If there are n digit to be multiplied, then multiplication of n digit required three multiplication of n by 2 digits. If we have a one digit number, then total three multiplication. But if we have a n digit number, then n by 2 digits multiplication performed for 3 times. So here consider the three multiplication of n by 2 digit number for n consider as a n digit number. So for that we can consider the recurrence relation. Now recurrence relation consider as a C of n equal to 3cn by 2. Why we write the 3cn by 2? Because if our total given number is n, then complexity or recurrence relation C of n equal to 3 times we multiply the n by 2 digits. So 3 into C of n by 2 if n greater than 1, because if n equal to 1, then we directly multiply this number. So if Cn equal to 1 means we consider n equal to 1, then we directly multiply the operation in single operation. So consider this recurrence relation as a given recurrence relation. Now solve this recurrence relation or recurrence equation using any method of the recurrence equation solving method. So here consider the C of n equal to 3cn by 2 if n greater than 1 and C of n equal to 1 if n equal to 1. Now put the n equal to 2 raised to k in this equation for simplification. So we can consider the equation as a c of n equal to 3c n by 2. In this case, put the value of n as a 2 raised to k. So c of 2 raised to k equal to 3c 2 raised to k divided by 2. Now solve this equation. So 3c 2 raised to k minus 1, because 2 raised to k divided by 2 raised to 1 means 2 raised to k minus 1. Now find the value of c of 2 raised to k minus 1 repeatedly or recursively. Then already we have a 1 3. Then 3c 2 raised to k minus 1 divided by 2 for the c of 2 raised to k minus 1. So next step is 3 c 2 raised to k minus 2. Now if we perform this step for third time, then 3 into 3 into 3 c of 2 raised to k minus 2 divided by 2 means c of 2 raised to k minus 3. So final step of after the 3 step as a 3 raised to 3 c 2 raised to k minus 3. If we perform this operation for fourth time, then consider the next step as a 3 raised to 4 c 2 raised to k minus 4. If we perform this operation for k time, then we consider the next kth step as a 3 raised to k. If we perform 4 time, then 3 raised to 4. Then if we perform for k time, then 3 raised to k. C 2 raised to k minus k, because for 4 time we consider k minus 4. For k time we consider k minus k. So this is a final step of the kth element. Now consider the 3 raised to k into c of 2 raised to 0, because k minus k equal to 0. Now 2 raised to 0 means 1, so 3 raised to k into c of 1. Now what is the value of c of 1? C of 1 equal to 1 in our first initial condition, c of n equal to 1 if n equal to 1. So here consider c of 2 raised to k equal to 3 raised to k. Now solve this equation. First we put the n equal to 2 raised to k, then reverse the process, means put the value of n back. So n equal to 2 raised to k, then what is the value of k? K means log n base 2. So put the log n base 2 in place of k. So consider the one condition, a raised to log c base b equal to c raised to log a base b. You can write this equation for understanding purpose, because if here consider a raised to log c base b, then you can replace a and c. So c raised to log a base b. So according to this, we consider the first condition as a c of n, because n equal to 2 raised to k. So put 2 raised to k in place of n, or n in place of 2 raised to k. So in place of 2 raised to k we write the n. So c of n equal to 3 raised to k. So 3 raised to log n base 2. Now change the value of n and 3. Swap the value of n and 3 in this equation. So c of n equal to n raised to log 3 base 2. Now what is the answer of n raised to log 3 base 2? So log 3 base 2 means 1.58. So c of n equal to n raised to 1.58. So this is a final answer or final complexity of multiplying large integer problem. So complexity of the multiplying large integer problem consider as a theta of n raised to 1.58. So in this lecture we discuss about the multiplying large integer algorithm and analysis part of the multiplying large integer problem. Thank you for watching this video.